Welcome to MSC. We just went through security and now we're on our way up to the check-in. Welcome aboard.
Are you ready?
Of course. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Hi guys, it's Jeff here from Picture Time. We're back with another cruise ship tour. But before we get started, I want to just let you know that I'm not a travel agent. I'm not hired by any cruise line or anything. I'm just a guy who loves to cruise with my wife, and it's fun to kind of explore these ships and share them with you. Today we're on the MSC Meraviglia for the first time. We've normally traveled with Royal Caribbean, and I'm excited to show you around this absolutely beautiful ship. Welcome to Ocho Rios. The MSC Meraviglia is certainly a beautiful ship. It was built in 2015 and 2016 and first set sail in 2017. It's 167,600 metric tons. It's 315.83 meters long, 65 meters high, and over 43 meters wide. It drafts just over 8 meters in the water, and it's capable of over 22.7 knots. One of the neat things that we liked on this cruise is that there's an app connected to the ship's Wi-Fi, and you actually don't need to pay for a Wi-Fi package to use the MSC For Me app. And the app allows you to see all the events that are happening and keep in contact with those that are on your same cruise reservation. So my wife and I did not need walkie-talkies this trip. We were able to just text back and forth using the MSC app. So to start this tour, I'll be on the back of the ship on deck 19, the highest deck that you can go on the back of the ship. The ship is divided much similarly to most cruise ships, where there's a central elevator corridor, and then there's another elevator corridor towards the front of the ship. And using either one of these elevator banks can get you almost anywhere that you want to go. Outside of each elevator bay is one of these interactive screen maps where you can use your finger to get all sorts of different kind of information, as well as where you currently are and directions to other parts of the ship. Starting up here in the back of the ship on deck 19, we have an exclusive solarium that is just for Aria guests. My wife and I booked kind of a discount cruise here, and we're just Bella guests. There are different levels of guests, moving up to Aria guests. And then on the front of the ship is an area reserved only for the MSC Yacht Club. I did spend a few dollars to go on the behind the scenes tour, and as a result was able to get in there. It's a beautiful solarium area where the Yacht Club guests have a private pool, private bar, private buffet, hot tub, showers, and so on. This Yacht Club area is reserved for about 250 guests. You get a private concierge, like your own butler. It's a pretty exclusive area. We talked to one couple on the ship and understand that this area costs almost double. But if you like exclusivity, if you like real quiet areas, if you like to have kind of a part of the ship all to yourself, this MSC Yacht Club experience could be a worthwhile experience for you. But if you like to look out the front of the ship, you really have to be a premium guest. Coming back from the 19th floor Aria viewing area outside, we can walk back to the water park. Back here there is basically the Polar Aqua Park and the Himalayan Bridge venue. And it's kind of fun. I didn't actually do the water park, but the Himalayan Bridge was awesome, and both my wife and I did it. Up on 19 here towards the back of the ship, there's a beautiful view looking down to the horizon pool area that we'll see in a minute. Let's go down a floor and check out what's on deck 18. Deck 18, or the Pyramids deck, towards the rear of the ship, is home to the Sky Lounge. It's a beautiful, quiet area to hang out. There's a bar, there's live music in the evenings. It is a nice place to sit and overlook the pool deck and the front of the ship. This is the area where all the children activities are. There are plenty of activities in this area for kids quite young all the way to teenagers. Programs where you can leave your kid checked in and they'll keep watch of them all day and have a lot of fun activities so that the parents can be enjoying the adult activities while their kids are occupied. Continuing to work our way back on deck 19 from the Yacht Club. Out the rear door takes us to the Horizon Bar. It's a nice bar that overlooks the rear of the ship. Hi, how are you today? The staff on this ship has been awesome. Nearly 45 countries of seafarers represented on this ship.
Bienvenida.
Staff from all around the world, which for my wife and I, we really like that. We like meeting not only fellow cruisers, but also staff from all around the world. So this is the Horizon Pool and Bar. Let's go down a level and see what's on level 17. Just kidding, there's no deck 17. In Italy, 17 is an unlucky number, so they skipped 17 and we're on deck 16 now. Deck 16 is the Horizon Amphitheater and Pool. Nice sunny sitting area, and also the running track. Let's follow the running track around to the front here. After walking around the track, let's come back in towards the rear of the ship and see what else is on this level. Moving forward is the sports bar and the sport court. We haven't spent a lot of time here because a lot of these extra activities cost additional money over your cruise fare. There's a bowling alley back here. The Formula One experience. You can pay an extra fee to drive these Formula One cars on the track. And there's also a flight simulator on this ship for an additional charge. Moving forward, some carnival games, a little staircase that takes you up to deck 18, and the arcade. And continuing to move forward is the entrance to the MSC gym. The gym faces forward on deck 16 and overlooks the running track and pool area. Next, let's come outside, back out to the running track on deck 16, and let's take a walk all the way to the front of the ship and see what's available to standard guests on deck 16. Hi guys. Just behind the front elevators on deck 16 is the solarium area. This area is behind the MSC Yacht Club that is occupying the front of the ship, and again is only available to MSC Yacht Club members. But this solarium area is sheltered. There's a retractable roof, so on nice non-windy days they can open the roof. Today it's pretty windy, so they've got it closed for us. But there's multiple spas in here and a regular pool. We really love the jacuzzis that come out over the edge of the ship and look out over the water. There's one on the port and the starboard sides. There's ping pong and many lounge chairs. This is a warm area. It's a little quieter. It's a nice place to come and rest and read and hang out. Coming down a floor from deck 16 in the front of the ship in the solarium is the bamboo pool area. Obviously jacuzzis and a pool, bamboo pool area bar, and then entrance to the main outdoor pool area. There's a few bars on this floor. Obviously outdoor pool, little stage where they do games and dancing and activities here through the day, and also the large screen where they do often show open air movies in the evening. On the starboard side, just towards the front, this is where you exchange your pool towels. They are pretty particular about making sure you have an exchange. Your room attendant will generally leave a set of towels for you in your stateroom, And then when you want new ones, you come to this area right here to exchange for a fresh one. Moving back, on both the port and starboard side, there's a little elevator. We found that sometimes these elevators can be a little less busy and are helpful in getting to your stateroom floor right from the pool deck. Also back here is the Atmosphere Bar and Ice Cream Bar. There is ice cream available during the daylight hours back here, and that is at no additional charge. So it's kind of fun to come and get a little ice cream. Continuing to move towards the rear of the ship on deck 15, you could say this is the belly of the beast. This is the main marketplace buffet. The marketplace buffet is pretty similar to the buffet experience we've experienced on Royal Caribbean. There's a few different food options here, mostly more of an international flair. There's a lot more of a European feel to the dishes that are offered. Really enjoyed the caramel and cinnamon rolls that are baked fresh every day. It's something I haven't seen on other cruises, and man, are they good. One thing we've enjoyed is that there is this little juice and water and ice bar throughout the marketplace buffet area. You can get pineapple juice, orange juice, grapefruit juice, or kiwi strawberry. They also have hot tea and coffee, and these beverages are all included in your cruise fare. The marketplace buffet is very large. One suggestion would be to work your way through the crowds all the way to the back. We found that the rear of the buffet is less busy. There's also a way to get just outside through the back of the ship. And this is a lovely place to sit in the back of the ship. You're sheltered from any rain or weather. It's a wonderful, quiet place to sit and eat and take in the ocean out the rear of the ship. The ship does make their own mozzarella cheese on board, and the pizza, being this is an Italian line, it is fantastic. Coming down a level to deck 14, it's probably a good time to say that decks 14 through 8 are primarily staterooms. So I suppose this would be a good time to show you our 11th floor port side balcony stateroom. We found that in this stateroom there was not as many places to store things as there has been in the Royal Caribbean ships that we've been on. There's a little closet with hangers. On the other side of the closet, there's also a little safe and some shelves. The bathroom is small but adequate. Felt like maybe the shower on this ship was just a little bigger than other cruise lines that we've been on. A little toilet, sink, a few shelves to store items, and then there's a few hooks to hang your toiletry bag and that kind of thing. Each of these rooms has a small little balcony, a nice view of the ocean. From here, let's head down to deck 7 and see what's available. Coming down from our cabin on deck 11 to deck 7. I'm towards the front of the ship, near the front elevator bay area. Deck 7 is home to the MSC Aria Spa. Use of the spa is an upcharge or an additional charge over your cruise fare. Something like $60 to $80 per person to go through and spend time at the spa. Moving back just from the spa area is entrance to both the TV studio bar and the Brass Anchor Pub. The TV studio bar is home to live music and entertainment in the evenings. Also on Grand Cayman, when we needed to use tender boats to get into the port, we needed to come to the TV studio bar area to get a ticket and a disembarkation time with the tender boats. The Brass Anchor Pub is one of the areas on the ship where you have quite a selection of tap or draft beers. There's also a variety of entertainment in here from live music. They also do a trivia game and a variety of activities here. This is a nice, quiet, and a fun place to come hang out. Moving back or aft from the TV studio bar or the pub, there's a little bridge that crosses the promenade deck below. And then there's the sushi bar. Sushi made here every day. And then the Kaido Sushi and Teppanyaki is like a hibachi grill. These restaurants, as well as the Butcher's Cut Steakhouse just across the bridge, are pay extra restaurants. They're not included with your cruise fare. Typically when you first get on the cruise, they offer discounts and specials for one or more specialty restaurant packages that you can eat at during the week. Moving back from Kaido Sushi and Teppanyaki is the Meraviglia Library and Lounge, and also the MSC Next Cruise office if you want to talk to them about booking another MSC cruise. There are discounts offered on board. Moving aft from Butcher's Cut on the starboard side is the Champagne Bar and Lounge area. I like to say that this area also looks over the main Centrum area. A lot of live music happening here in the evening. And then these beautiful crystal staircases, many people getting their photographs on them in the evening. So from deck 7, you can look all the way down to deck 5, which we'll take you to in a second. Let's continue moving towards the back of the ship on deck 7. Moving back on deck 7 is the Casino Imperial. Pretty typical cruise ship casino. Slot games as well as blackjack table, roulette. It's rather busy here in the evenings. Smoking is permitted in the casino, so if you're averse to smoke smell, this might be an area that you would want to avoid. And then moving all the way through the casino right towards the back is the entrance to the Carousel Lounge, and this is the venue where the Cirque du Soleil at Sea shows are. My wife and I took in both the Viaggio and Sonore Cirque du Soleil shows. There is an additional charge. You can either choose to book the show with dinner or with a cocktail. The cocktail in the show is just $18, and it was definitely worth it. Both shows were incredible. I would say Viaggio is very traditional circus type show with juggling and that kind of thing. And then Sonore was something like we've never seen before. It was really incredible. I would definitely recommend taking in one or both of those shows. There was also a silent disco party in here, which was a lot of fun. This is a beautiful theater and lounge that overlooks the rear of the ship with these big glass windows. So let's leave the Carousel Lounge, move forward to the Centrum elevator area, and go down to deck 6 and explore that level. We're going to start here in the central elevator area and look at the rear options on deck 6. Towards the back is the Panorama restaurant. That's for Aria guests. And then the restaurants Olivo de Oro and Olive de Orodori. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a very large restaurant, and these dining rooms are included with your cruise fare. There's no additional charge unless you order drinks from the bar. My wife and I ate in the Oro restaurant on deck 6. It is the week before Christmas, so it's fun to see some festive decorations throughout the ship. Moving forward on deck 6 from the restaurants, just in front of the center elevator area, is the photo gallery. You can come over here on the port side to locate and purchase the photos that the photographer staff throughout your cruise have taken. They also have camera and video equipment for sale down here. Moving forward from the photo area is the MSC shop, and then the entrance to the main promenade. It's kind of the heart of the ship. A lot of the shops are down here. Also, the promenade is home to the largest video wall at sea on the ceiling. They do little shows here, dome shows they call them, throughout the day. The Plaza Meraviglia has jewelry and watches and accessories, perfumes. and even alcohol, and there's events and sales going on throughout the entire cruise here. Moving forward is the MSC excursions. You can book all your MSC excursions here. And the gelato bar. The crepes and gelato are not included with your cruise fare, but look lovely. One thing that we liked on this cruise was that MSC has these cruise card activation centers. There's these kiosks where you can attach your credit card to your cruise card, and then you do not actually need to go to the reception or guest services before you leave the ship. They just will give you a summary on the MSC app of all your expenses through the week, and then charge the card that you've connected to your account earlier in the cruise before you disembark. We found the system very easy to use, and it's available in a lot of different languages. Moving forward is the Hola Tapas Bar. This is another additional charge restaurant. And the Jean-Philippe Chocolate Cafe. Lots of treats and sweets in here that are an additional charge. And you can even get a chocolate model of the ship. And the Jewelry and Boutique. Jewelry store is where you can find the fine watches, and the boutique with clothing and accessories. If you forgot to bring a tie or something like that, you can purchase it here. Towards the front of the promenade is the Meraviglia bar, an open area here with, there's been live music and dancing with a lot of people hanging out here in the evenings. And leaving the promenade and moving forward on deck 6 is the entrance to the Broadway Theater. The Broadway Theater is just one deck on the front of this ship. Pretty advanced theater with a lot of light and sound and stage fog. The live shows with the Meraviglia singers and international dancers are here. There was an improv comedy show this week. There's even an opera on the ship if you desire that. We found them to be quite talented, and if you like singing and dancing, there's plenty of that to take in the Broadway Theater throughout the cruise. Coming down from deck 6, let's see what's on deck 5. One fairly quick way to get around the ship and avoid a lot of the crowds is to come out to the stateroom hallways. Or towards the front of the ship on deck 5, walking towards the rear. Coming to the back of the ship on deck 5 is another excursions desk and a future cruise desk. You can purchase tickets to activities off the ship at port stops back here. There's also kiosks to book your excursion using your cruise card. And then also guest reception or guest services. This is a place to come if you want to speak to guest services. Deck 5 also has the infinity bar back here with more views out to sea. And it's also the lower part of the Centrum where the live music is and people gather. Moving to the back, past the center elevator area on deck 5, is the Waves restaurant. The Waves restaurant offers breakfast and lunch and dinner. There are hours posted, so it's not necessarily open all day. If you enjoy having a sit-down breakfast as opposed to a buffet, this is a nice place to come. Well, I'm towards the center of the ship on deck 4. Basically, decks 1 through 4 are all for crew, with one exception. Towards the front of the ship is the medical center. If you get sick on board, there are doctors and nurses available, and you can seek medical attention. Other than that, there's really not much to see here. So that just about wraps up our tour. So that concludes our tour of the beautiful MSC Meraviglia. I hope that this has been a fairly unbiased tour. We've been on other cruise lines, and if you stick around on the channel, we'll post a video that will kind of give a comparison between this cruise and the ones that we've experienced on Royal Caribbean, and maybe our opinions. But for this one, we hope that you enjoyed the tour, and we thank you for watching. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and have a great day at sea.